Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who are brand new around here, I like to talk all about affordable living and intentional homemaking. And today on the channel, we are going to attempt something brand new. Oh yeah, that. Good job, buddy. Oh, you missed the, yep, there you go. Good helping. I have never actually attempted to preserve any of our tomatoes before, so I want to make some tomato sauce. I want to make some fresh salsa. We have so many tomatoes in the garden, so that is exactly what we are going to attempt to do today. So let's get into the video.
So like I had said, I have never actually done canning before. We have had a garden almost every summer that we have lived here. We've lived in this house for 10 years now, and I have never actually tried to preserve the vegetables that we have gotten from our garden. And a lot of times we either end up giving them away or they just end up going bad. And so I really wanted to do everything that I could this year to preserve the items that we worked so hard all summer to grow. So the first thing that I did was I hit up Amazon and I got this water bath canning set. This was super duper affordable, and for the little bit of money that I did have to put out for this, it will definitely save us over time, over the years, because I am getting so much use out of this already. So I love this kit. It came with absolutely everything that I needed to do my canning. So the first thing I did was head outside with the boys to hit up our garden and grab some fresh tomatoes and ingredients to make some salsa. Once we were inside with our little garden harvest, I made sure to throw all of the tomatoes into a strainer and wash everything really, really well that was fresh out of the garden. We had an abundance of tomatoes this year. We planted, I want to say somewhere around 15 different tomato plants, all different types of tomatoes. So we had some vine tomatoes, we had some slicers, we had these beautiful like orangey yellow tomatoes, all the things. And for salsa, I thought it would be really delicious to kind of mix it all together, get a whole bunch of different flavors. And that's exactly what we did. And here is my son practicing his cutting. He is such a huge help in the kitchen. I absolutely love teaching my son how to be a part of our regular homemaking with me. I feel like that is such a great life skill, and it also gives him some really wonderful entertainment. So I spent the morning just kind of slicing up all the different tomatoes. I know I could use my food processor for this, but with the whole trying to get the core out and everything, it just ended up being easier for me to just cut all the tomatoes, and I had the whole morning to work on this project anyway, so it really was not that big of a deal. So once I chopped up all of my tomatoes, my fresh peppers from the garden, and some onion and garlic, I threw that all into my Dutch oven to take some time to boil down into a delicious salsa. Now, something I did not show on camera, if you're like looking for an actual recipe, is I did add an entire jar of pumpkin salad. I thought this would give the salsa a nice kind of autumnal vibe, but also when you add pumpkin salad to things like salsa or chili, This is a nice thickening agent that is just something a little different that you could use from tomato paste. And I did not have tomato paste on me at the time when I was making this, so it was a really great alternative. Threw some salt and pepper and a few other spices in there and let this sit on the stove for a few hours. Once my salsa was nearing ready, I filled up my ginormous water bath canner. And while I was doing this, I, for the first time, really understood why people have pot fillers on their stove, because this was quite a monster to move from the sink to the stove. We made it there, guys. We made it there, but it was quite heavy. And then once I got it on the stove, I put my jars into the warming up water. Now, when I was studying how to do this, I found out that you want to kind of preheat your jars, not in the boiling water, in the warming water, because that way they won't shock and crack when you go to put them into the pot with your whatever substance you're heating up later on. So I did that, and then I filled each of my jars up with the salsa. After my jars were full, I took this little rubber spatula and I just pushed down around the sides to make sure all of the air bubbles were out. Again, another important thing to canning. Guys, we are learning this together. I was just finding out for the first time how to water bath can, and I was so surprised and impressed at how simple and easy it actually was. I can't believe that I waited this long to do this. Once the air bubbles are out, I wanted to make sure that I got rid of any residue that might be on the rim around the lid. This is super important to make sure that your seal actually comes through when you are placing the lid down. Once all of my top lids were on, I screwed the rim around the top part of it, just loosely, not super duper tight, very loosely. And then I stuck all of my jars into the very warm water as it continued to move towards boiling. Once my jars were in, I stuck the lid on and waited for it to boil. Now, you need to make sure you wait for it to boil before you put the processing time on. My processing time was 20 minutes. I set my timer and then pulled my jars out. Guys, it was seriously that simple. Like I said, I can't believe that I waited this long to do that. I'm so happy. I've used this multiple times since trying it for this video, and it has come out so well. So if you are looking for some affordable ways to preserve food, definitely try some water bath canning. It is fantastic. I am so grateful to you guys for tuning into this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are brand new. And I will see you again with another video all about affordable living and intentional homemaking super duper soon. Have a great week, guys. Bye.